Welcome everyone to Beyond the Veil. This is where we do free psychic readings, and you do not need to be present for us to pick up on your energy. I want you to understand that. We read through our spirit guides who connect to your spirit guides. So many of you receive a message and you may wonder, like, how did she get that message? It's your spirit guides. So I'm going to try to do 5, 6, we'll see, readings today, but we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to connect to my guides. Okay. All right. So first thing I'm picking up is I feel like someone is waiting for some type of action, something to happen, something that kind of feels is meant to be divinely guided, but like in divine timing. I get a feeling that you're getting like these epiphanies, these ideas, and I do feel like you want to put them into action. Maybe you are starting a business. I do feel the energy of your experiences being one of your greatest assets, and probably some of your most difficult experiences. I feel like the person I have right now, I feel like you've been reflecting on your past. I feel like you're coming to the realization really of how strong you are. I feel like instead of looking at the past like, woe is me, you're saying now, like, look how much I have grown. Look at, it's like you are the person you are today because of your experiences, and I definitely feel that divine is paying attention. So I feel like there's something that's coming towards you and it feels passionate. It could be love. It could be an opportunity, let's say, in love. I get a feeling that who I'm speaking to, you already know them. I do get this feeling that they may not live like right around you, maybe not in the same town, could be the same state, but I'm just going to say that I feel they're at a distance, and I feel this person has also dealt with I feel like they dealt with a difficult person. I feel like they are leaving a relationship, and I don't think they could be happier to like leave. It kind of feels toxic, to be honest. Like they've been dealing with someone, I don't know. I just feel like they couldn't trust them. I feel like this is someone who had bad communication. It reminds me of like Mercury in retrograde, but they're kind of stuck in that. So this person's leaving that situation. And I find it interesting because I feel like divine is connecting the two of you at just the right time. And I feel like what divine timing was about was to allow this other person to clear up their life. Because this is coming through divine energy, I know that your spiritual team would only usher in what I feel is going to be true love. Again, I feel here that you know this person doesn't mean that you're in a relationship. You could have been. I'm not picking that up strongly, but I am picking up that you know each other, and you might be connected on social media, and there is distance, but I don't feel like that. It's interesting. As soon as I said distance, my spirit team's like, but this person's on the move. It's almost like, wow, all of a sudden I'm like, is someone moving back to their hometown or moving back to where you're at? I feel like there's movement with this person, and this may be part of how you come together divinely. So I feel like just hang in there. Hang in there. All right, I'm going to close that reading. And let's go ahead and open up the next one. Okay, so I feel like now we're talking about money. I feel like there's an opportunity coming your way. Some of you, this could be working from home. I do feel like you have to say yes or no to this opportunity, but I feel like this brings, let's just say, the potential of you really being quite successful. I feel like someone working from home, or this is your business, and maybe you haven't seen the fruits of your labor yet, but I feel like you're going to. And I feel like it's going to blow your mind, really. I have a feeling you don't know this yet. You will have to put, your effort into it. But I get this feeling that you'll probably love what you do anyway. So there's some type of opportunity coming your way. And again, it is really to help you. And, well, I was going to say to help you create, but I feel like to give you confidence in yourself. Give yourself confidence that, that you really can create true success here. Again, I do feel like the ball will be put in your court. You can say yes. You can say no. It may come in a period of time where you may think, I don't know if I have the time. I don't know if I can fit this into my schedule. But let me tell you, I feel like if you're working for someone else, and the energy I'm feeling right now, I feel like it gives you an opportunity to work for yourself. So if that is a dream, I feel the energy is moving in your direction. It's interesting, Mars just went direct. And that means the end of that period of time where we felt like, I got nothing but bad luck. Well, things are changing now. And you, I feel, are meant to have true success. And again, this opportunity is coming in for you. I feel passion wrapped all around it. But again, will you or won't you? It's going to be up to you. I hope you do. And I think you will. Okay. We're going to close that message. Someone's not trusting their intuition. Someone has built up walls. You're trying to protect yourself. But I feel like you don't need this protection any longer. Now, these walls feel like walls of the past. You know what I mean? Like I built these walls up because, well, number one, you're trying to protect yourself. I feel your guides are saying, my dear, it's your intuition we want you to listen to. We're going to guide you. We're going to help you. We know what you've been through. We know where you're at. And we even have a glimpse of where you're going if you allow it. So I definitely feel like it's being called, like this is being called into action to try to put those walls down. And one of the main reasons why is I feel your spirit guides are trying to send you messages. I'm sure this is one of them. And very clear messages. You can always ask for your guides to send you another sign if, like, let's say, you're not 100% certain, like, was that a sign? Ask them for another sign. And by the way, I feel like when these walls come down, what you're letting in is joy. What you're letting in is optimism. So it is like a change of energy and a change of perspective. Um, I feel like the main energy here is allowing yourself to have a new beginning. Trust within your spiritual team that there are blessings heading your way. And by the way, when I say blessings, I feel they're well earned. Um, but sometimes just like changing my perspective is a sign to the universe. So, no walls. And there's got to be a reason. I know why these walls are up. I feel like it has to do with past, like heartache. Um, could have been someone who feels kind of narcissistic to me. But here's the thing, I feel like once you've been with a narcissist and you don't create walls, well, you'll never be with one again because you'll feel the energy of you'll feel anybody's energy coming towards you. And I really feel like that's the message. That's the message. You don't need these walls. Trust your intuition. Um, don't blame yourself if you got stuck with a narcissist. And if you left, I feel like that deserves a blessing all on its own. Because I feel like your life is changing, but I do feel like you have to allow it. I feel like you're going to be single for a little while, but I feel like you're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy the freedom. I feel like it's been a while since you've really had like inner harmony, this feeling of freedom, this feeling of being who I am without wearing a mask. Well, that's what your spiritual team is trying to tell you. Like, this is the energy you can be moving towards, but I just need a different perspective. The minute you do that, I feel like everything changes for you, and in the most beautiful of ways. So, my prayer for you is that you can put down these walls, put them down. Sometimes you just got to look at, like, who was I with that made me put up these walls? You know, like, why am I giving them any more space, time in my head or in my heart? So be proud of being able to end that situation, because I do feel like it ended. But I just feel like, you're protecting your heart. I don't blame you. I get it. But yet I feel like your message really is about what's yet to be. Like, there are blessings that truly want to find you, but let's put it this way. If you have all these walls up and these blessings come in, you may not see them for what they truly are, the joy that they can truly bring you. So, that's a free will type of energy, and your spirit guides can't really interfere in that. You're the one who has to make that decision, but I hope you do. Okay, we're going to close that one. Someone's on to a new beginning in love. Great love. Someone's going to receive communication, and it's all wrapped around love. I feel like the most important energy is you being free, you being willing. Like, think of the Fool. If you watch Tarot, the Fool is someone who puts the past behind them, extracts the wisdom of their experiences, but is willing to take a leap of faith on whatever is new. I no longer let the past stop me from, what I feel like is an unbelievable love that's coming your way, and I don't feel like you need to do anything. I feel like if you're already in the Fool's energy, again, free and clear, so to speak, or let's say you're willing to take that leap of faith, I feel like the rest will take care of itself. I do feel like this is going to happen through the line of communication. I feel like someone's going to profess their love to you. And I feel like this love is real. It's true. Um, it's interesting. I'm trying to see if I can pick up. Well, I feel like I have some water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. But I don't want to just leave it at that. But I know there are some water signs. There could also be some air signs that this is connected to. I have a feeling this is connected to more than one person, by the way, just the way that it feels. So anyways, this communication is going to come in, and I feel like it's going to be deep. It's going to be deep. And I'm seeing communications coming in. You might be going to your favorite place to get a cup of coffee and decide to sit at a table, and then somebody walks in out of the blue, someone you don't even know, and they get a cup of coffee, and they just kind of glance out of the side of their eyes, and they see you. And I do feel like they're bold enough to come, there's some type of attraction. And I'm not even saying it's the way someone looks, but it feels more like a chemical attraction, like it's undeniable. Like I feel your energy. And I feel like they will be bold enough to come over to you and strike up a conversation. And then the next thing, I feel like you're having a cup of coffee, conversation is flowing, you get another cup of coffee, you don't want it to end. You don't want it to end, and neither do they. I feel like this is going to be really a love of a lifetime. And again, I feel like it's going to happen in really unexpected ways. And I feel like the only thing you need to do is be willing to allow it. And I'm just talking about the beginning, like allow that conversation. If someone out of the blue strikes up a conversation, I would listen for a little while. That just might be the love of your life. Okay. Wow. I really felt that love. Like I feel it. I have a feeling it was predestined, or it is predestined. So I have a feeling these are soulmates who are being guided together, but in a very random type of way. Okay, let's close that message. All right, I feel like, I feel like for more than one person here, someone's been seeking spiritual wisdom. You're asking your spirit guides to help you. I feel like what you're asking them to help you with is to overcome previous emotional situations. You just want that pain to go away. Your spirit team hears you, and they want to help you. This wisdom that you've been seeking, and I'm calling it wisdom, it could just be advice. You can put whatever name you want behind it, but I feel like I'm seeking wisdom to help me overcome. And I feel like your spiritual team, again, is right there, and they're going to help. They're going to help you overcome. I also feel there may be an opportunity here for an actual spiritual awakening. And it's interesting because I feel like I'm going from, I'm using my hands. You can't see my hands, but I feel like I'm going from like, almost like from hell to heaven. So that feels kind of exciting. And I feel like one of the things, I feel like you're kind of dissatisfied, not kinda, you are dissatisfied within your emotional life. You may have been focusing on someone of the past. You could have been asking for them to return. But here's the thing, I feel like there's a soulmate on your path. And I don't feel like this is someone of your past, not in this lifetime. You know, soulmates, they know each other on a soul level, but that doesn't mean that you've met yet. I feel like you will meet. The one thing I want to say is just be careful, because I do feel like new love is being ushered in. But I do feel like at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, we do have Venus in retrograde. We can bring back old lovers. But I feel like what your spiritual team wants you to ask yourself, is this lover worth it? Like, because I feel like, I just feel like they may have ghosted you. You know, like we're an emotion, like, you know, we're in love and then we're not. Or, you know, we're seeing each other and then someone goes quiet. Well, I feel like it's the other end, because I feel like you're feeling the angst of it all. So my point is, I wouldn't be surprised if, as this new love, which is a soulmate, I feel that very clearly, enters into your life, I wouldn't be surprised if an old love also tries to enter again. But here's the thing, I feel like the old love, there's been no change with this person. This person definitely is very comfortable in lower vibrational energy. And what I mean by that is, it's me, 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 me. Like, they put themselves first. They can certainly be charming. They can act like, oh, I love you, I miss you. But I feel like very quickly you would end up right back at the same place. That's why your spiritual team's like, trust us. Trust us. We know that you are discontent right now. But there is probably a reason why you may be alone right now. And it may be reflection, like reflecting, even understanding why things went bad. I have a feeling it wasn't your fault. So I guess my prayer for you is that you recognize that the old one coming back is not your person. And they will just put you right back in the same type of energy. I feel like I have, again, water signs, but I also feel earth. But I also feel air. Interesting. I'm also feeling like a Leo. I don't think this is for everyone. But I do feel like there's a couple Leos. So I'm really picking up on a lot of different energy. So I have a feeling this is for a few different people. The bottom line is, this is about like a brand new day for you. This is about you enjoying life again after, you know, it reminds me of the last message, like from hell to heaven. But your heaven is like right there. It's right there. Just, I feel like, just turn around. All right, I'm going to close that. I'm going to do one more. Okay, I feel like love is the name of the game today. I feel like someone was in a romantic relationship. Could have been marriage, or it may be marriage. I feel like someone is reflecting right now whether I stay or I go. Now, I feel like that would be you. So, you know, you're making this decision. Do I stay or do I go? You know, you're using the universal energy of the 9, which is that final reflection. What do I want in my life? What do I no longer want? What's serving me? What's not? So I feel like you are doing that deep reflection. and it definitely feels it's going to come back to serve you. I do feel like you want to leave a connection, but I feel like you're worried. But I feel like the worry is because it means change. And I feel the change is maybe what makes you feel uncomfortable. I do feel like ultimately you will do what your heart desires. So I do feel like you will leave this connection. And I do feel like eventually you're going to have another connection. But there's something in here. There's something not so good within this current relationship. There's something that feels like mind games, mental confusion. It feels, like I get why you want to leave, and you may have dedicated a lot of time to this relationship, but, not everything is meant to last forever. We have to learn, when to close doors, when not to close doors. This one feels like it's ready to close, but I feel like you are also ready to close it. That's what will close that door, is you. I don't feel like the other person would. But yet, that's probably because it's not them taking the brunt of the heaviness. I feel like it's you. So, I feel like they're going to be surprised because I feel like you're going to throw them a tower. By the way, a tower, if you don't watch tarot, I need to stop using tarot. It's disruption. It's the end. It's the end. Like someone has fallen from grace, and I have no desire to pick them back up. So I feel like you're going to leave, and I feel like what you're going to find is joy in your heart again. I feel like it's been a while, but you're going to find it. You are stepping on this new path again, if you choose. But if you do decide to leave, it could be a marriage. It kind of feels like a marriage. I feel freedom is going to bring you, joy. I just feel joy. I feel, again, from hell to heaven. This is new. Yes, it's a change. Don't let change come in between your dreams. It's interesting. I just did the Virgo full moon, which is going to be a total lunar eclipse. And it really spoke about, a lot of things. Money, unbelievable. But love was also unbelievable in the best of ways. And this is kind of reminding me of that reading. So, let's do one more quick one. Well, I won't make it that quick, but you know what I mean. Okay, I feel another change coming out. You may not have asked for this change. It's almost like losing a job and feeling like it's devastating. But I feel like it's putting you in place for something new. I feel like as you're going through this temporarily, and I feel like your spirit guides want me to use that word, temporarily difficult energy, you are about to meet what feels like your soul family, your people. You are going to feel good, like you're finding best friends, you're finding people who think like you. Doesn't mean they have to be exactly like you, but there's something so comforting about this energy. So this temporarily difficult energy, you will overcome that. And then I really feel like the message here is that you are going to find your soul family, and your soul family is going to help you. It's almost like this is predestined also. So there's a change. I may have not asked for this change. It's almost like being fired from a job, but then taking all my wisdom, everything I know, and maybe creating something on my own. I feel like you have a very empathetic heart, so I could definitely see you helping people in that way. And it's interesting because I was going to give signs, but my spiritual team is like, don't give signs. This feels like for a lot of people. So, temporarily difficult energy, but keep moving forward, and life is just going to feel different. You're going to find your people, and I feel like you're going to say, and that's good enough for me. So that's good enough for me also. The main messages here is so that you understand that your spiritual team, and that includes your angels, your angels need your permission to get involved in your life. It's not that they're not watching over you, they are. Angels can stop, like, let's say you're just about to get hit by a train. An angel will find a way to move you out of there if it's not your time. But if I want them to really be part of the energy that I'm going through and their help, invite them in. They're standing ready. But remember, your spirit guides, they have lived life before, and so when you go through experiences, they know those experiences very well. So I would say, guys, trust your spiritual team as much as you can. Don't put up walls. Know that, life is made up of changes. And that's why we go in 9-year cycles. We're at the end of a 9-year cycle. Next year will be the beginning of the next 9-year cycle. What do you want to bring along with you? What don't you want to bring along with you? I feel like that's the name of the game. What do you want? But now is the time, especially with the Virgo full moon coming out. That's a great time to release, but also to set intentions of what you'd like your future to look like. Okay, I'm going to let that be. I thank you all. I love you all. That's why I keep these free. I feel like that's what my spiritual team wants me to do. So they're available to everyone. Definitely check out my podcast. I'm on Buzzsprout, but I'm listed on a lot of different places. And thank you anyone for supporting the show. I so appreciate it. I'm going to let that be. I love you all. Your spirit guides love you. Your angels love you. God loves you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.